We have Breeches and Fathom Fleet Swordjack. Oh, I'm sorry, that's just a pirate to play with. All right, so we have Breeches, Brazen Plunderer in red, and Dargo the Shipwrecker. Both also have partner. Breeches sounds fun because it lets you play cards from your opponent's libraries. So Breeches sounds like a lot of fun. Dargo is expensive to get out, and you also have your, but you can get them out for a little less by sacrificing artifacts. In the case of Dargo, it's probably more like a Voltron-y strategy, I guess. I mean, he's a pirate. You could get him out and play him, but I don't know. Just doesn't really speak to me. So I'm going to eliminate Dargo from the running. But Breeches has got a good shot. Then we have Siani, Eye of the Storm, Sakashima of 1,000 Faces, and Malcolm, Keen-Eyed Navigator. Now, Malcolm seems fun. Siani seems fun. And Sakashima sounds like a lot of fun. Tell you all right now, I'm definitely going to play Sakashima because she can become whatever the best card is on the battlefield at any point in time. So I think that's where we'll go, and we will play Malcolm, Keen-Eyed Navigator, and Siani, Eye of the Storm in our Sakashima deck. Sakashima does have partner, so we could still play Breeches. And then in white, though, we also have Arden, the Intrepid Archaeologist. We didn't have that much equipment. We had some equipment, but I don't really see there being a big payoff in equipment and ores for Arden in our pool. Radiant Sarah Archangel, 6/4 flyer for 7 with that evasion, plus you can tap another untapped creature you control. That also happens to have flying, and she would get protection from the color of our choice until end of turn. It's tempting. It's tempting. So what we're going to do here is we're going to look through our white cards, see if we have a lot of good flyers here. If maybe we'll go with the blue-white flyers theme, even though we have Sakashima as our commander, with Malcolm being the big payoff there with the ramping. Got an Angel of the Dawn, Slith Ascendant, Seraph of Dawn, not really on rate, Anointer of Valor, good potential payoff. So our white flyers aren't looking bad, not looking bad. Blue flyers, we got the Kitesail Corsair, we do have some decent pirates here, though. And pirates are in blue and red. Daring Saboteur, one of my favorite cards. So we don't really have a real strong flying synergy here in our blue and white. But it would have been an okay deck to go with. Blue-white flyers isn't a recognized archetype in the Commander Legends draft format. But it looks like we have a lot of good blue and red pirates. So I think that's where we're going to concentrate our energies here, between Breeches and Malcolm. But we are definitely going to play Sakashima and Siani in our deck. All right, with that being decided, I'll clean these other cards up. Just a little bit here. All right. now we're going to go with Malcolm and Breeches as our commanders. So I'm going to put them up here just a little out of our way, out of the camera view. I'm going to try and get these red and blue cards spread out by casting cost. 4, 3, 5, 6, 3. And some of these, as I go down, I might just decide we're not going to play at all. Can't play that one. Dreamstone Hedron. Alright, so the Prismatic Piper we're going to cut, obviously. It's 5/5 for 5 and nothing else special. Okay, since we aren't really playing an artifact synergy here, I will not play, or a Golem synergy, I'm not going to play the Howling Golem here. It's kind of a group huggy card where everyone draws a card whenever it attacks or blocks. Group hug's not really my thing either. Universal Solvent is an extremely expensive removal spell. So we probably won't play them. They're essentially 8 mana removal spells. Since we don't have the Artifact Synergy, Foundry Inspector's out. Shimmer Mirror, really no point. Again, the Workshop Assistant, not much point. Seer's Lantern, Haunted Cloak, Pirate's Cutlass, Burnished Heart's Ramp. Filigree Familiar is card draw. No real reason to cut those just yet. Thought Vessel, Prophetic Prism, you have potential. Fire Diamond is our ramp. Amorphous X. Sunset Pyramid. Bit of work to get it to work. Armory of Auroas is definitely good. And we did have enough, just enough equipment and enchantments there to make that we would have been able to put something together for the that other white commander. All right. Okay. So with a 60 card deck, we're going to want to run about 24 lands, which means we want to run 36 cards, basically, with a pretty even split between your reds and blues. So we have a lot of cuts to make. Now, an easy way to start this is start looking at some of these creatures and see if they be able to help our strategy in any way, shape, or form. Scholar of the Ages would be good in a Spellslinger deck. Not really going to help us. 7 mana for a 3/3. That's out. Dreamstone Hedron. You don't really need the mana once you get up to 6, so I think that one's out. Interpret the Signs is card draw for late game. Boarding Party is a good haste pirate. Prosperous Pirates is a good pirate. Forceful Denial. Counter spell that goes in the Cascade. We don't have a lot of counters, so that's going to be worthwhile to keep. Stone Fury is 5 mana removal essentially. Wild Celebrants. It's good for artifact destruction. Not going to cut it just yet. Azure Fleet Admiral, Fathom Fleet Swordjack. I mean, anything that's a pirate is probably going to stay. 4/3 reach with the Skyraker Giant. We have enough flyers. We don't really need reach in the mix. Brazen Freebooter's a pirate. Crimson Fleet Commodore. Lots of times we will play bad pirates just to keep pirates for our pirate synergies with Malcolm there and Breaches. Alright, looks like we have enough card draw sources that we probably won't need the Rummaging Goblins. I don't really like rummaging. Looting is excellent, like you have on the Daring Saboteur, but not a big fan of the rummaging. Valakut Invoker. It's a mana sink, but that's about it. Undying Rage. I'm not a big fan of auras. Red is in the way removal. And again, no Rummaging Goblin. Made a lot of cuts, 3-drop spot. Okay, 2-drop spot is where we are heaviest and where you want to be the heaviest in most decks. Thought Vessel can be good, no maximum hand size, and it's ramp. Prophetic Prism is filtering and fixing and potential card draw. With only 2 colors, we don't really need the fixing. I would cut it. Run Away Together. Tempo Play. Deranged Assistant. Not really going to help us in this deck. Milling for ramp. Omen Speaker. It's got a big butt. You scry 2 and ATBs. That's worthwhile to keep for now. Deranged Assistant again is out. Kitesail Corsair. Pirate, Champion of the Flame. Not really worth it, being also being a warrior. And the Humble Defector. Not really worth it either. That's kind of a chaosy kind of thing. Okay, Spontaneous Mutation and Aqueous Form are in a way. Blue removals. We'll hold on to those for now. Also better than Universal Solvents. Well, Aqueous Form. Sorry, it's not a removal. It's a way to get through. You put evasion on a creature. I know I don't typically like auras, but it's only 1. Not that big of an investment other than it is a card. If we are looking for more removal, we'll look at those Universal Solvents in a bit. The Armory of Erois, I just think that's excellent equipment. 2 for 2, and you put a +1/+1 counter on it every time it attacks. The Amorphous Axe. Well, after I just did those cuts, I think we only have 2 creatures in our whole deck that aren't pirates, so we're not really going to benefit from giving them every creature type. And 2 to get out, 3 to equip for +3/+0. It is kind of on the expensive side. Fire Diamond is ramp. Sunset Pyramid was up good back in the Amonkhet days. Again, Amorphous Axe is a little expensive to get through, but we could continue to put it on multiple creatures if need be. We'll think about it. It's that equip cost that's getting me on this. The Burnished Heart is strictly for ramping purposes. It's 6 mana for 2 basic lands, so that's about on rate for non-green ramp. Now the Pirate's Cutlass gives the equipped creature +2/+1 with equip cost of 2. That's worth it to me. Haunted Cloak, though, gives the equipped creature Vigilance, Trample, and Haste. 3, equip 1. Not great for I think what we're trying to do. Seer's Lantern, 2 and tap, scry 1. It is card selection. Filigree Familiar. Literally there as a body and card draw. Because it replaces itself. It's a 2/2 that replaces itself for 1 extra. It's on rate. It's a decent card. Alright, we have enough removal here that we definitely do not need the Universal Solvents because the Stone Furies are cheaper. And the Spontaneous Mutation. And we also have the Forceful Denial. Alright, let's see how many cards we have now, what we're down to. We're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. It's perfect. That never works out. That easy. And we'll not play a Dargo because he just seems difficult to play. Although he has a big body, a 7/5 body. We have enough flyers to get around that we're not going to need to trample off the big pirate there. We have flying pirates. With Siani. And Crimson Fleet Commodore's got the trample at 4. Yeah, I think we'll be alright without Dargo. Alright, what lands here do we want to include in our deck? We got that Opal Palace. Guildless Commons, Rupture Spire, and Path of Ancestry. Rupture Spire is not going to be worth it in a 2-color deck. A 3-color deck for sure, but in a 2-color deck, the fact that it enters tap is going to slow us down too much that I'm going to elect that we do not play it. Opal Palace, Guildless Commons, and Path of Ancestry for sure, because we are in a pirate theme, so we are going to get that extra upside there. Whenever we cast a pirate with Path of Ancestry, we'll get that additional scry. Okay. Looks like we have a pretty even balance between red and blue pips, but we want more blue because we have more blue early on in the game. So we'll go with 24 lands, so we'll need 21 more lands. So we'll go with 10 red and 10 mountains, 9 islands, and see where we go from there. All right, y'all. I'll let you know how the gameplay goes.